Is Jennifer Lopez moving on with Ben Affleck? Jennifer Lopez's love life is in the news, and so soon after the news of her split with retired baseball legend Alex Rodriguez broke. The over 50-year-old singer seems to be mending fences with her former flame and ex-fiancé Ben Affleck, and the world has sat up to watch. There have been many speculations about what exactly is going on between these two again, and whatever it is, they seem to be getting a lot of attention. In this video, we will tell you everything we know about Ben and Jennifer's reconnection. It's going to be an interesting ride, so don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Now let's get into it. The rumors of Jennifer's romance with Affleck seem to have started after the paparazzi found them all cozy while hanging out together in Miami. Ben flew into Miami over the weekend seemingly to meet up with Jen, and he tried his hardest to look as unrecognizable as possible, donning a hat, sunglasses, and a mask. However, even with all that, the paparazzi were able to spot him and snap a couple of pictures. It became clear he was in town when he later surfaced at a waterfront mansion that J.Lo was also visiting. Ben came out on the balcony to smoke for a bit while facing the swarm of paparazzi after he lost the disguise. Lopez showed up in and out herself, but you could only make her up from behind, as she seemed to be trying to lay a little lower than Ben was. They never came out onto the balcony together, but it's obvious they were sharing the same space for a little weekend getaway. Recently, more confirmation has come for the two as pictures of them sharing a kiss after a sweaty gym date are floating around the internet. Nostalgia has been the theme of the day as a lot of people have cast their minds back to Jennifer's whirlwind romance in the early 2000s. So what exactly went wrong with Jennifer and Ben on their first go-round? Speculation suggests that Affleck went and fell in love with his Daredevil co-star Jennifer Garner. Before the problem of Ben falling in love with another woman surfaced, the couple was suffering under an enormous amount of stress while planning the wedding. Jennifer's relationship with Ben was highly publicized, making headlines in the tabloids all the time, and that put them under a lot of scrutiny. Talking about that period, Jennifer said, "It was like we were on the cover of every magazine every week, and it was just, it was just a weird thing that, the media catches on to certain things and they just go crazy with it. And that just happened to be one of the things in our relationship I think did suffer because of that. If a relationship was that highly publicized when it came to the wedding, things were no different. It caused an even worse frenzy. The couple tried their hardest to keep their cards to their chest, but wedding plans kept getting leaked to the press and it was difficult to keep anything private. The couple was so desperate to escape that they even thought about hiring 3 separate decoy brides at 3 different locations to try and lead the media in different directions. Just 2 days before Jennifer and Ben were set to be married, they called off the wedding. The official statement was, "Due to the excessive media attention surrounding our wedding, we had decided to postpone the day. We began to feel that the spirit of what should have been the happiest day of our lives could be compromised." While it is completely reasonable that the couple wanted to have their special day to be private, fans and the press couldn't help but feel that something was amiss. A question started to spread. Who cancels an entire wedding just 2 days before? Another blow landed when just a few months later, the couple that had evoked such warm feelings in everyone and given us #couple goals in Lopez's Jenny from the Block music videos called it quits, and Jennifer was no more than a memory. The news shattered the hearts of fans all over the world, but no one could have been more heartbroken than Lopez, who confessed, "I was eviscerated. I lost my sense of self, questioned if I belonged in this business, thought maybe I did suck at everything." Just a few months after the devastating breakup, Affleck's relationship with Jennifer Garner was confirmed and fans were infuriated. Affleck had left Lopez for another Jennifer, and it stank of disrespect. Jennifer Lopez also said, "But I never felt heartbroken until we called off that wedding. You know what I mean? It was really devastating to me." The fact that they both moved on to get married and start their own families notwithstanding, it seemed that J.Lo never completely came back from the heartbreak that Affleck caused her. She even conceded at some point that she might have rushed into her marriage to Marc Anthony without taking the proper time to heal her broken heart. She said, "Thinking back, maybe deep down, I knew this was a Band-Aid on the cut, and that my wound hadn't been stitched or healed, but I pushed all of that to the back of my mind." She decided to move on, and she certainly did her best to put Ben behind her. Sadly, she later had to admit that Marc Anthony wasn't the one, and they divorced after 4 years together. Ben didn't live happily ever after with Garner either, and they got divorced in 2018. With all the years that passed by, both J-Lo and Ben had other relationships and never seemed to both be single, but at the same time, they remained friends and always spoke very highly of one another. Ben once said about Jennifer, "I don't think I've met anybody who worked any harder than Jennifer Lopez. I would say you have a better chance from the Bronx ending up as, Sotomayor on the Supreme Court than you do having Jennifer Lopez's career and being who she is at 50 years old." The timing never seemed to be in Bennifer's favor, even though the fans and supporters couldn't help but feel that things between the two were left incomplete. Lopez's engagement to baseball player Alex Rodriguez had everyone thinking that she had finally found the one, and that she would have her happily ever after with a handsome and devoted prince. Jennifer waxed poetically about him in an interview and said, "He's just the most supportive, caring, present partner, and I'm so grateful for our lives and our kids at this time. And I couldn't ask for a better person to be by my side right now." Nobody is sure what happened, but maybe her engagement provoked something in Affleck that made him sit up and take notice of Jennifer clearly for the first time in years. Then again, they could have just been friends all this while, and he was there for her when things with Rodriguez got bumpy. What exactly brought that ship to a halt, you might ask? The stars announced their engagement in 2019 and dated for roughly 4 years. During that time, they postponed their wedding twice, blaming it on the COVID-19 pandemic. "We had to cancel the wedding because of COVID, because of the quarantine," Lopez said in December, "and we actually did it twice, which people don't know. We're not sure when the trouble in paradise for the engaged couple began, but the split came sometime after rumors that Rodriguez had been FaceTiming with Southern Charm star Madison LaCroix started flying. However, sources close to A-Rod shot down those rumors to the Post and said he doesn't know this woman. LaCroix then came up and admitted that the couple had spoken on the phone, but have never met up. "That's the truth," she told Page Six, adding they've never been physical, never had any kind of anything, just an acquaintance. Lopez and Rodriguez might have put on a united front amid the scandal by heading out to dinner in Miami and attending the Super Bowl together, where J-Lo had performed at the halftime show a year earlier, and going to therapy together, but it didn't work. Rumors suggested that the breakup came after another cheating rumor, and Lopez was done. So while Jennifer and Ben Affleck are yet to confirm anything, it seems that Ben's rumored love notes to her email proved effective, and Jennifer is open to seeing how it goes. There is a general sense of excitement as everyone is eager to see how the new and improved Bennifer works out. Do you think that they can keep it together this time? Should Jennifer be looking to men in her past and not looking forward? Let us know what you think about it all in the comments. We love to hear from you. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you're always up to date with the latest Hollywood news.